Greetings, I'm Shepard and you're watching Flaming Dragon Studio. This will be my 4th episode in my How to Survive and Thrive series. Today we will be focusing on storage, or stockpiling. And that way we can get a lot of resources around our little hut. And it'll make, building larger projects later on a little easier if we're able to do stages where we just gather a bunch of resources, stock them at the house, and then use them. Once our stockpiles are full, then we start building. Generally, that's the idea of stockpiling. So, let's get to it. Time's a-wastin'. So we bring up our research, and we want, in civil engineering, stockpiling. So, start by gathering some components to build a large stockpile. We will need 8 planks and 3 wooden sticks. We already have the wooden sticks, and there just happens to be 8 planks in our crafting table right here. Now, for those of you just joining us, there will be a link to download this map in the description, so you can go ahead and play along with us. You'll have everything that this map starts out with. Alright, so now it's nice to have more resources ready when you need them. The easiest way to do that is to build large stockpiles to hold more resources. Logs are a good basic resource to start with. So we need to place a large stockpile for logs and then build it. So we go ahead and bring up our large block menu. And we want the large stockpile for logs, so we'll bring that down. And let's just place it over here. By the craft table seems like a good spot. So we'll just kind of put that into the ground. It can snap into the ground like everything else. Aesthetics, I like to just put it in just far enough so it's still mostly out. Then we bring out our mallet and start hammering away. And once again, for those of you joining us, there is a iron mallet in the chest over here that we made in the last episode. I'm just trying to use up this wooden one so we don't have resources lying around unused. Alright, so we've made our large stockpile for logs. One of the main products of logs is timbers. You'll probably make a lot of timbers, and it's a good idea to have a place to stockpile those as well. Gather the resources you'll need to make a timber stockpile. If you have trouble finding wheat straw, look in grasslands. So we'll need another 8 planks, we'll need 4 timber, 2 sticks, and the schematic itself does require 1 straw to get it to 100%, but you can get away without it. We did happen to collect lots of wheat straws on our way here, so we've got plenty to spare. So I'll just go ahead and grab one of those. We need planks and logs then. Do we have any... timbers and planks, sorry. We need timbers and planks. Doesn't look like anything there. Alright, so we're just gonna throw these guys in here and craft planks out of them. And where's my light? There's my light. Alright, and then we'll go collect some logs. So we'll just go ahead and collect as much logs as we can carry, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So we'll go ahead and get some timbers made from the logs here. We'll need 4, so that'll do it. Now we're going to put the rest of our logs in the stockpile. So you just interact with it. And since all this can hold is logs, a shift click, and all of them get moved in. And nice thing, aesthetically, it does actually visually show how many you have in there. Nice little thing. So then we have everything we need. We'll pull those out. Now find a place to put your timber stockpile. Convenient places are near your log stockpile or next to a construction site. Keep resources close to make building easier. As I said earlier, as long as you have resources within a certain distance, when you're building something, you don't need them in your inventory to be able to craft with them. This includes not just laying on the ground, but if they're in their stockpiles. So say I try to build a log wall right here, and even though I don't have logs in my inventory, it will take them out of the stockpile because it's close enough. So another reason stockpiles are so nice. So we'll grab the stockpile for timbers, and we will place it, and we'll just place it right next to the log stockpile. putting my torch away. Get out the hammer, and we'll build it. Alright, and there we go. We have a stockpile for logs and a stockpile for timbers. Now there are many other types of stockpiles as well. We have stockpiles for large stones, which is very useful later on when you're building stone structures. And there's also small stockpiles for logs and timbers. Later on you'll get small stockpiles for ores and rocks, so all kinds of stockpiles. So let's see here, what should we do next? Let's take a look at our research options. Oh, we could build a better house. Economics. Smithing to get some better equipment. And I'm not really feeling it. Okay, I like this. We'll do this. Let's get some palisades or defensive walls up. We'll start with that. So defensive walls will help keep the nasties out away from not just your house, but anything you put them around. So it's a nice way to make a little camp. So you'll want to get started by building some defenses for your camp. Start with some palisades to form a base wall. So we'll come back to our large block inventory and select the palisades. Now these ones I generally do want to start. You generally do want to snap these guys into the ground just to make life a lot easier down the road. So we'll go ahead and... do I want him there? Nah. We'll place him there. Alright, so again, just a simple left click. Get out the hammer. And hammer away. Alright. Build palisade spikes or palisade battlements on top of the palisades. If you can't reach the top, you can build small stairs and wall walks to make it easier. To attach the stairs or wall walks to the palisades, you may need to turn on compound building mode, which is the Z key. You can press J for instructions to look in the journal. So we'll want to place 2 blocks from the list, either palisade spikes or palisade battlements. Now let's see here. I don't really feel these are tall enough, so before we do that, I'm actually going to throw one more set of these guys on to make it a little higher. There we go. That should be good. Now, I am going to use the small stairs and wall walks it talked about. These things can be a little tricky to build. I have made a tutorial dedicated to explaining how wall walks and small stairs work for placement and how to use them. So if you need more help, go look that up. I'll have a link to that in the description as well. So to start out with, we'll get a small stairs here. And, oh, we need timbers and planks for this. So, we're out of resources. So see what I mean about it being nice? It'll be nice to have these stockpiled. So we're going to go collect a whole bunch of wood, and we'll meet back here and continue on with building the palisade defenses. See you then. Alright, and we're back. So we've got a fair amount of logs and all the supplies we should need to finish building up these palisades. So, going back to what we were doing first, we'll get attempt to get these small stairs on. They always fight. I don't know why. But they are seriously a royal pain. There we go. Alright, so we got those placed here. Get the right tool out. We'll go ahead and build those. Then we'll use a little trick I talk about in that tutorial I mentioned, where we actually place the planks going the seemingly wrong direction. This will allow us to make basically longer stairs. So now we go. Oh, I almost forgot. You do need to place the wall walk that will support these stairs we're placing. And then you can place your next small stairs. At least you should be able to. Oh, I'm out of timber again. How did I run out of timber already? Well, there's more timber hiding in here, so we'll go ahead and grab it. And there we go. Now we need planks. But we don't need this here anymore. So we'll go ahead and deconstruct that. That gives us enough planks to finish building this up. And there we go. Now we need to go back to our large blocks. And we will want the palisade spikes, which also has the palisade battlements option. Now, since we can't really go where this one is, I'm just going to put the spikes there. But for this spot here, where we can walk, I'm going to put spikes. Or, not spikes. Battlements. That way, later on when we get crossbows, we will be able to shoot at our enemies. Any bandits that come trying to steal our goods, we'll be able to shoot them from here. And if they eventually, right now all they carry is melee weapons, but if later on the devs give them crossbows, we can hide behind this one right here, pop back up and shoot them. And the spikes are just basically this part all the way across, so complete blockage, pretty much just a more intimidating upper wall. Alright, so with that said, I'm going to continue building the palisade wall around here. I am going to leave an open spot here for a palisade gate later on. And I'll throw this into a time lapse, and you guys can continue building the palisades with me. Alright. And break! Alright, so I'm back now. If you notice, now that we've gotten rather hungry, a tutorial has popped up on its own about food. So I'll go ahead and walk you through that while we're here. So food tutorial, warmth and joy. When hunger strikes, the best way to resolve it is to cook a meal. But in order to cook a meal, one has to have at least a campfire. Craft one and place it, or if there is one nearby, simply interact with it. Now, we do have one nearby. I showed you guys how to craft it already. I believe that was in either the first or second episode. No, I'm pretty sure it was the second. But don't quote me on that. So, campfire is right here, so we'll go ahead and interact with it. Now, you have several different things you can make. Most basic one is a salad, which requires a vegetable. Most abundant one is roots, which can be found underneath every bush. And then a fruit, which is most easy one to find, are berries. We already have a couple of salads, so all you have to do is right-click to consume it. And it gives you some hunger back. We'll just go eat that again. Alright, so now we're all full, and we can continue on with making our outer wall. And actually, with where I am right now, I want to see... Ah, yes, the round palisades. So, we'll actually do this as well right now then, because I kind of want the round palisade over where I'm building right now. So round palisades are quite large, which makes them a little more difficult to place. You use the control wheel up so you can see the entire wall. Notice which parts of the wall follows your aiming dot. Keeping this in mind will make aligning it easier. Go ahead and put it in place. So we'll need to place 2 of those. So we'll go ahead and bring up our large blocks here and find the large round palisades. And we're going to head and place them right here. A rather interesting design. Palisades just don't look complete without spikes. Gather more resources to build some. So we'll actually get to that in a little bit. As for now, we're going to continue building the base foundation of our wall. And I'll see you guys when we get back. Let's get to it. Alright, now we're back now. So it looks like I'm having a little bit of an issue aligning with where I started. So we're actually going to show you that you can undertake more than one research quest at a time. And what we're going to do is we're also going to start researching the Palisade Gate. So we'll go ahead and get that started. So gates are, as you might expect, a little more complicated than walls. They require more parts, including some metal for hinges. Here's a list of components you'll need to gather to build a palisade gate. We need 8 metal parts, which can be created from 1 metal ingot, 2 logs, 24 planks, 2 timber, and 15 sticks. Some of the stuff we've already got. Before we head over to our crafting area, we'll just grab a couple more sticks here. Alright, that's all the sticks we need. We'll head down here. Let's see what we've got for supplies hiding around. Oop. Throw this straw in here for right now. Alright. So we need... How many planks was it? 24. So this will make 4 Okay, so we'll make both of those timber, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That'll give us all the planks we need. Then we need to go down and mine some iron ore. Total of 5 iron ore to make an ingot. Then we can get our metal parts. So go ahead, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little bit of clay. Alright, we'll get that roasting. Douse the fire. Make our metal parts. Alright, there we go. You're going to want to pick a spot to build this palisade gate. They're commonly found in palisade walls, but some people find other uses for them. Look carefully at how you have it, rotated before you place it. The doors only swing in one direction. And to make it align perfectly with your palisade walls, the doors should swing towards the inside of your complex. A note that I misunderstood for quite a while at the beginning of this game. So you want them aligned like this for your house. Not like this. I mean, it'll work like that, but notice how there's a little gap there by the gate and the wall? If you rotate it so it's like this, it should, of course, going to argue with me here. Fine, we'll just put it right here. And then we'll place the palisade wall there. Get out the hammer. And as you see, perfect connection. So then we'll go ahead. Oh, that's right. For a palisade gate, you will need the steel hammer. So copper would also do pretty much palisade gates. You need anything except a wooden hammer to build. So we'll go ahead and quickly use that, get that all together. And now we have a fully functional gate. So all you have to do is come up, look at the doors, press the interact button, and you can close them. That's a very nice gate then. Alright, so I think that's going to about cut it for this episode. Before I see you guys again, I'll finish getting the wall built and probably collect some resources. So definitely look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any comments, anything you would like me to focus on in the next episode, leave a comment down below. And if you would hit that like button and smash that subscribe button for me, I will see you next time on Flaming Dragon Studio.